Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Kamshalvi, Assistant Professor in the Department of Computer Science and Design at SMS College of Technology. In this video, we are going to see about files in Python programming. A file is a name location used to store data permanently. That means we can reopen, modify, and copy the data number of times as we can. File. A file is a collection of record that stores related information, data, settings, or commands in a secondary storage devices like magnetic disk, magnetic tape, optical disk, or flash memory. And using the file handling mechanism, you can interact with the files and you can do the file operations such as creating, reading, writing, and appending the data. It's essential to understand the two main file formats in Python when working with the files. In Python, we have two types of file name. The first one is absolute file name and second one is relative file name. If the file is located in a different location, we have to specify the file path as C:program files python unit4.txt. That is, we are specifying the path starting from the root directory. That file path we call it as absolute file name. And the second one is relative file name. If you are specifying the file path, that is the current working directory, then we call the file path as relative file name. If you are specifying the file path starting from the root directory, we call the file name as absolute file name. If you are specifying the file path that is in the current working directory of the file path, then we call the file name as relative file name. Next one, types of file in Python. We have two main types of file in Python. The first one is text file and the second one is binary file. If the file is human readable with the extension like text.txt, .csv and .py, then the file we consider as a text file. If the files are machine readable with the extension like .bin, .jpeg, .png and .exe file, those files are considered as a binary file. In simple, if the file is human readable, we consider the file as text file. If the file is machine readable, then we consider the file as a binary file. Next one, modes in file. In Python, we have different modes in file that are used in the file operations. Each mode determines how the file will be opened and what are the operations we are going to perform. Here I list some of the commonly used modes in Python. If you are using the modes to access the text file, we can mention the modes as R, W, A, R plus, W plus, A plus. If you are accessing the same mode in the binary file operations, you have to mention the modes with the suffix B, like RB, WB, AB. Clear? So, R means we are opening the file for reading purpose. If you are mentioning the mode as W, then we are opening the file for writing purpose. If the mode is A, then we are opening the file for appending purpose, like that. Then important one, we have to know the difference between the write operation and append mode in Python. Write mode, first one write mode. This mode overwrites the file if it exits or create a new one if it doesn't. And the second one is append mode. This mode adds the data to the end of the file without overwriting the existing content. Consider this example. This example illustrates the fundamental ways to open and interact with the files in Python using different modes. Here, we are using the with statement. With statement is the safest method for handling files because it automatically closes the file for you, even if your code runs into your error. Clear? So here we are opening the file, text file, my name, my file with a mode or we are opening the file for reading purpose. Clear? Then we are using the print function to print the content. Here we are declaring the mode as W. That means we are opening the file for writing purpose. Writing purpose means it overwrites if exit, else it creates a new one. And in third point, we are creating the myfile.txt with the mode A. That means we are going to open a file for appending purpose. And finally, in the fourth step, we are opening the binary file for reading purpose. So we mentioned the mode as RB. File handling in Python. File handling in Python involves interacting with the files on the local system for operations such as creating, reading, writing, and appending the data. This is achieved using Python built-in open functions and other various file methods. Python file operations with example. The first one is reading from a file in Python. Here, we are opening the file example.txt using the mode R. That means we are going to open the file for reading purpose. Next example, writing to files in Python. Here we opening the file example.txt with the mode W. That means we are going to open the file for writing purpose. If the file doesn't exit, it create a new one. If it exit, the contents are cleared. The string hello world is then written into this file. Third one, appending data to the files in Python. Here we are opening the file named example.txt in append mode, which adds new content without deleting what's already there. Fourth one, working with binary files in Python. Here, we are opening the file named image.jpg in the mode RB, that is read binary mode. It is the standard and recommended way to handle the Python files, especially for non-text files like images, audio, or video. We have to mention the mode as binary. In Python, we have two types of methods, that is seek and tell. We have to know the difference between seek and tell. Tell and seek methods are used for managing the file pointers within an open file. The first one, seek. Seek function in Python is used to move the file cursor to the specified location. If you are specifying as 10, this move to the 10th character. And tell function. Tell function returns the position where the cursor is set to begin reading. If you are using the tell position, we can get the current position of the cursor. So to sum up, in this video, I try to cover all the file operations with example. From this video, now we all are aware of how a program gets executed and interrupted inside computers and how the control is transferred. Okay. Here I have listed some quiz questions to test your understanding of file operations. Pause the video and take your own time to answer them. Here are the answers. Check them out and comment your score below. Thank you for watching.